What's up, people? We are back with more adventures of 2.0, catching up on story. So let's get to it, shall we? Look at what the coral dragged in. Good to see you, PK Thunder. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fella by the name of Dadanen? I don't know, who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ulda with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thailand, mind you. Just across the bridge, north of Scorpion Crossing, and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of a chocobo porter for the journey to Horizon, if you have the guild, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigun, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go. Off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Well, luckily we already have Horizon, so we're just gonna tell you. Teleport. Here we are. Who am I looking for? This dude right here. PK Thunder, I presume, Mamode said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials to keep us running about busy. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Mamodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there is plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself some use. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I've paid my man in advance for his services, despite his assurances that it would be a similar affair. I've heard nothing since he departed for 4 Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. This is essentially where you unlock Copperbell Mines as a dungeon. If it doesn't require us to do the dungeon, that'll be awesome. If it does, it does. But, you know. What do you want, Daden's product? He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's the goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. The product you heard going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw nashite. I don't know. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out, even. But then, them 12 damn goblins came along. Not like any goblins I've seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my nashite? Alright, so for this will be easy enough. Quick couple kills, and then we'll be alright. Like I said, a couple of quick kills and we'll be just fine. know that hitting one of them was going to attract all of them. That was my dad. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw nastite? Hand it over. Beautiful, isn't it? Rare than many stones, and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. This should save Dadim from his troubles. If there's enough left, there's far less than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges could be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There have already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufulupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble and maybe even offer you more work. Gotta kill 4 of them. Easy enough. Lady Glam. I was hoping I could just run up the rock. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this what? You've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there's much and more you can do to help here. Allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply, and so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Danolan, or the blast blades that patrol the roads between here and the Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackborough Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush in Central Danolan. With luck, you'll find her quickly. It'd be easiest to teleport to Blackbrush and then work my way back. I didn't think it would do that with this, but I guess it still is because it wants to be a boop. Audio delay. It's alright though. Huh? A letter? I've got Fufulupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. Gotta tend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts can fester if ignored. Fufulupa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? Fufalupa sent you all this way because of a late letter? The boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The brass blades don't give a Kirkern's ass about this settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventurer. The refugees, their protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now, for your own good, leave. I thought I told you to get out of here. What? Looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, a lot of you. Fine, then listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence in the Quivarian Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself heir to Elonde Quivarian, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Show up on my whale. I've got a whale of a tale to tell you, lad, a whale of a tale or two. I win. He's like, yeah, that was quick. Normally you can't even mount at this time, so like, we're making progress. So it is done. Good. I hope that wretch died screaming. Ul'dah is more preposterous than ever, some say. That may be true for the syndicate, but none of that wealth has trickled down to the small folk. It's all a murmurous farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. Aye, my time has passed. The brass blades of the rose must look to others for my guidance. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fufalupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs to the brass blades of the rose. I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Little 18 gladiator. I don't have the ability to invite people to the free company, but, you know. I don't know why I hopped on the mount. I just gotta go over here again. I'm on a deer. Oh dear. Oh dear. Pika Thunder, I received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter for me. Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the Brass Blades of the Rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leofric says I am to have it. There must be some mistake. He couldn't possibly mean to tell me that. No. Of course not. I am not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it. Brass Blades of the Rose have need of your assistance once more, Pika Thunder. Thaumaturges from Ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon garrison has been charged with their security. But Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the footfalls and speak with Tortorino. fact that we can fly is making this a lot faster too. Tortaruna. You are not Tortaruna. You are Tortaruna. A bleeding adventurer come to help? I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He said, trusted men only. Anyway, we've got this under control, and besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fufalupa. Boy's got to stick up his arse the size of a sabatender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay at Horizon. Hey, adventurer, mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the thaumaturgist. See, and he wants them treated to the finest food and drink, nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south to the village and tell Rafe that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for their feast. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin? Of course. We will do our best, sir. Unfortunately, we've had poor cats in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be trading soon, but I cannot promise that their cash will please. Don't worry, sir. The captain will have his fish, I swear it. It said he was a merchant mender. But I can't mend anything. Okay. You are an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from the Quinverian Manse were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from the Copperbell mines. Nash's site, I think I heard one of them say. They are to meet with their co-conspirators soon at the footfalls. What did you say? Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings. The brass blades cannot abide such malfeasance. Forgive my eavesdropping, PK Thunder. I came to Crescent Cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly if we are to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, gods. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. It's alright. I'll one-punch him. Level 18. Captain Baldwin, sir, I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from Copperwell mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why, you are one of the Quinverian's men. Sir, that man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good, and that's what counts. What, Captain Baldwin, are you working with this man? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon, Fufalupa. It didn't have to be like this. They'd get their Nash aside, I'd get my gil, and none would be the wiser. But sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lolorito finds out? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I'm acting under the authority of Lord Lolorito himself. No, that can't be true. Why do you think people join the Brass Blades, Fufalupa, to serve and protect? Ha! We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for the coin. You there, adventurer, do you remember me? Sir Baron von Quinverian IV, Esquire. I remember you. I am Sir Baron von Quinverian IV, Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. Well, that settles it. It's clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die. Well, your brother died with one punch, but that's just because, you know, stuff. I was vastly over-leveled. I'm technically vastly over-leveled now, but, you know. everything. You win. Of course. That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. You've no reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leofric. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Quivarium's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lilorito's surprise when he learned that a rank-and-file brassblade was using his name to advance personal agenda. He knows, 7 hells, I'm a captain, he wouldn't. I was once a captain too, remember? And we both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy, you've done the brassblades of the Rose proud. Captain Leofric, Captain Baldwin, he said that Lord Lolorito wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That all our brethren are no better, and that each and every one cares for naught but coin? Ha, mere excuse to justify schemes. We've no shortage of greedy sods, some who'd probably sell their own mothers into slavery if the price was right. But there are men like you, Fufalupa, men good and true whom the small folk respect, which is why I gave you the dagger. The brass braids of the Rose need a leader with honor, and you're the most honorable man I know. Sniffle, sob, Captain. Thank you for all your help, Peak Thunder. The captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me when me in town when you next return. Welcome back, Peak Thunder. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested, stripped of rank, which means the Brassblades of the Rose no longer have a captain. Until a new one is designated, I've been ordered to serve as acting captain for the Horizon Garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to respect my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Thank you, Peak Thunder, for your service to the Sultanate. You are a true hero. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondences. Our search unearthed this sealed letter addressed to a man named Oyen, but he is one of the Sultanate's elite. I can think of no reason why he should have dealings with Baldwin. We now know that the former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Oyen was one too? This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, and so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I know not whom to trust with this information until now. I have chosen you, PK Thunder. Pray bear this letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksand, and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she is well acquainted with the Sultan Sworn. She will know how best to proceed. Go back to Momodi. Yeah. Hi. Oy. Oh god, there's dead people everywhere. Oh, he's not dead. He's alive. He lives! Okay. Well, as long as he left. I don't know why I'm walking there, so I just teleported. PK Thunder. It's been too long. Dadanen tells me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side, the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow men. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. What is it? You look like you've got something to say. Bam, bam. So, that's what this is all about. Fufulupa's thinking Oyen might be in league with Baldwin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Well, you needn't worry. Oyen's as loyal a Sultan Sworn as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute. Wasn't Oyen the one who... Oh, hells, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, PK Thunder, I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you, but if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. Can I count on your discretion, PK Thunder? If so, then listen closely. Level 14 mission. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate ruled by Sultana Nanamo Ul'Namo. Truth is, though, it's the 6 wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana still got the support of the people. But she might struggle to keep it, even that if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. It pains me to say, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Oyen's the Sultan Sworn who is charged with guarding it that night. I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Oyen of all people at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, PK Thunder. Tell him Amodi sent you and that it concerns a lost heirloom. Sure. I will show up, the menace that I am. If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it. We are going to the Alchemist Guild. The heart of the sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed. Well, Meta Adventurer, what business brings you here this day? A letter. Very well, let's see it. Have you read this adventure? I see, but you have some inkling as to its contents, I think. Mistress Momodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown and what its loss could mean for Her Grace the Sultana. This theft shames the Sultan Sworn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... No, it will not do good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seemed fated to remain a mystery until you arrived bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the old legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate. I dare not bring a host of my comrades lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to being present for the exchange. Mistress Momodi has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Where do we gotta go? To Blackbrush. Bow, 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 bow. Dragon, not a lizard. He don't do that tongue thing. Moving on. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Another instance. What will it sink me down to this time? 18 again, okay. I come as agreed. Now show me the crown. Ah, you'll have your precious crown once we've duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, you're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee do we have here that it isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak, ready to feather me and my men at the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You have made a mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait, your payment. Here's your payment as promised. Aye, 'tis the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now at long last we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers that traitors spurn. No, it can't be. What have I done? Surely you must have wondered what it was that you were handing over. What it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you. Or did you assume you were feeling charitable? But you must feel terrible knowing that you have brought us the doom of Silde. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. Ignominy? I don't know how to say it. Buku people arrive. There's too many, PK Thunder. Run. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It is your duty to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Papashan! Sultan Swarm, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crowd! Papashan! All clad in armor, my boy. Let's do this, Pops. Sultan Swarm, ha! No matter, cure some more. Bam, bam, bam. This is how we do it. We go like this. Oh, I don't have any AoE skills yet. Never mind. As you command, Master Papashan, with me, PK Thunder. I guess I should go help everybody else. I got healed by... Somebody healed me, and it was by 1 health. Because that's all I was missing. Hearken to me, denizens of the abyss. Slay these interlopers and feast on their souls. Is that a void sense? We all yet live. Some bumps and bruises. Master Papashan, but why and how? The general saw you sneak into the vaults, Oyen. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General, he ordered you to look after me. Master Papashan, more of them to the north. After them, Sultan Swan. They have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I might smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. That's alright. I'll still win. You defeat the Master Mage. Certainly have a knack for getting into trouble. No mortal shall possess that strength. Keep it up, PK Thunder. We almost have him. He is dead. Ish. That the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We had long suspected the involvement of the Bringers of Chaos, Ascians, to give them their true name. But we could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now, as if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Have we Charlans crossed paths with Ascians before? Well, we've certainly wait. I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon to next. I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, PK Thunder. A crystal. Now we go to the Heart of the Sworn again. Shkum. Shkum. And the Alchemist Guild. Wow. Go here. Everyone's waiting for you, adventurer. Enter. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so PK Thunder? I was once a Sultan Sworn, you know, though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of Station Master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when the news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultan Sworn, PK Thunder. PK Thunder!
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
More voiceover scenes that I don't remember being voiceovered. Yay!
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They
Little child
regaled
to me.
me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Raoban,
Your Grace.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Raoban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
An honor!
Huzzah! Indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
By the 12th, PK Thunder, for an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Uldar. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority on them. Fear not, however, Mistress Momodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need to know. To the Adventurers Guild for adventuring needs. Yeah. Oh, somebody's got the Pokeball of Death. Don't they look special? I hate that so much. So that's the Hempen Cammy's top. It looks different on every class. It can only be worn by females. And it looks different on every race, is what I meant to say. And I don't like the way it looks on my Aura. I do like the way it looks on the Catgirls, though. false nails. Ronkin tights of healing. Augmented Skaven shoes of healing. Welcome back, Peaky Thunder, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Anyway, I know you're a busy man, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with the ancient customs, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings, made especially for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize, actually, forget about that. This was meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan's Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmiths Guild. Mistress Serendipities is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. To the Goldsmith Guild! Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Peaky Thunder, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know, I think they'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see, only designed for individuals who are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momodi, so you'll need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan's Sworn take her grace's safety very seriously. Varus Sarsla. Like, Sarsla. To the Adventurers Guild. Picked up the earrings yet, PK Thunder? Let me just... Well, looks like the guild master outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fell into the wrong hands, gods only knows what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, PK Thunder, because you're about to hobnob with Ulda's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. Momodi wants to see you off to the banquet. This is it, PK Thunder, your big debut in Ulda High Society. The banquet is being held in the Fragrant Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade, and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put on your earrings first, and he'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself, and you'll be fine. Put on the voice of the just and speak with Bartholomew. I don't think I have those earrings in my armory chest anymore. Voice of the Just, there we go. I think it like automatically gives them to me just so that I can do this. Yeah. Where am I going here? Somewhere over here, I think. Hold on. I need to go to the Chamber of Rule. That's where I need to go. That's the wrong way. Not that you can tell I'm wearing earrings anyway, but still. The banquet hosted by Her Guestless Sultan is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We're honored to receive you, my lord. Please proceed inside. I just look like a menace to everybody here.
All hail the Sultana. Your Grace.
Raubon?
I'm just a menace.
By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Uldar and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Uldar is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can her grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Uldar, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it?
'Tis a crystal.
So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the Primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the hero's sacrifice. Nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, mother of all, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
Massive headache. About to pass out in the middle of a room full of people. But that's okay.
to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificence. The aeons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier. I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will begin. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. They took off my helmet. My pumpkin. How are you feeling, PK Thunder? They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests, though probably not the sort you intended. You sure you're getting enough rest, PK Thunder? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Anyway, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you was getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the general left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Oh, is that all? Pumpkinhead. Had to re-equip the proper earrings. Boing. Dancer. Man. The new outfits be looking very nice. I've been waiting for you, PK Thunder. I trust you're fully recovered. Good, because there's much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. Listen well, PK Thunder. This will take some time to explain. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cartno. First by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the words of light, of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out to be the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it? Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as my official representative. Now that's a great many moms to travel, but I've neither the time nor the patience to wait around while you do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions on our concern for the public. These passes are only granted when circumstance demands it, and in this case, as is in this case, though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. PK Thunder, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risk all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, PK Thunder, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Unfortunately, I can't just teleport there yet. I have to actually go through the process of talking to people and doing things and all that fun stuff. Oh, I thought I was just going straight to the airship landing. I guess I'm not. Back from your meeting with Robin, are you? What did the big man have to say? Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself, so you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship, bugger me, that's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, PK Thunder, I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folks go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa Lominsa's shimmering seas or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, PK Thunder. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences, for they are priceless all. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I did not remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, and you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of man you are, PK Thunder. And what kinds that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking his nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go changing. Safe travels, PK Thunder. I'll see you when you get back. Speak with Yonora at the airship landing. It's over here. To the airship landing. Unfortunately, you have to go to the airship landing first. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa. If I'm not mistaken, you're the Flame General's envoy, PK Thunder Thighs, yes? High Wind Skyways, is that your service? Will you be flying with us today? Yes. Board the airship? Yes. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Liminsa is about to depart. Please make way for the boarding gate. I'm a menace. When we first met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about him. I wonder if they ever will feel the same. Godspeed, PK Thunder, Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the Far East before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. Meanwhile, Castrum Occidens. Und there he is.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But
Till
an
Midgard summer.
host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
And that is how he plans to do it.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in?
We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Nero.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarian sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Let me out. Oh, gotta do it on the other side. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ulda. Welcome to Limsa Limitsa, sir. Admiral Blofswin. I can never remember how to pronounce it. Await your arrival. No, I didn't want to talk to you. You are the Uldan envoy. Welcome to Limsa Limitsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to the Bulwark Hall. Once there, speak with Xanthiel. He will be pleased to show you in to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Yeah, Bulwark Hall. That's where I gotta go. Greetings, sir, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal of your missive you carry. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand? Please step this way.
Enter. So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limso Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom.
Merlwib Bluefishwin. Okay, Bluefish Win. Basically, Bluefish Win. Okay.
Now, what news from Thanalan?
You can just voice over the whole scene. A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? Just a fucking menace to society. Look at that face. 5 years since the Guardian Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean Alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager in all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. The Meteor Project. Legatius Nail Van Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon, Dalamun, from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartno Flats and there met with the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartno, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of our effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamun came the winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, spent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the same space of breath, the legions of the Empire was set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me and robbed me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on the unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse and worthless. Time is short and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea. And this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Raban has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the elder seats here. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell her all the same. Fare you well, PK Thunder. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. Go to the airship landing. Again, can't teleport there, because the game is acting as if I haven't done this. So it's therefore acting as if I don't have the crystal for Gridania just yet. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. A pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? Yes. Board the airship? Yes. So I'm gonna do a cutscene again for me to leave? Yep. Oh, but this one's not as fancy. This one's just a... Here we go. Welcome to the forest of Gridania. New Gridania, to be precise. Talk to this person. Ah, you must be the envoy. Go this way. Okay. Greetings, good sir. You are the Uldan envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper. Identify yourself with the conjurer of Nafika's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the elder seat here awaits. See, and the plus side to that is, instead of me having to travel all the way over to the Conjurer's Guild, which is kind of far, actually, I can just go to the Athrak Plaza. Because I've already been here. Touch it, and we teleport. Just like that. Here we are to save the day. You are the Uldan envoy, begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Verily, this is the seal of the supreme command of the immortal flames. Please come with me.
So you are the Uldan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan E Senna, Elder Seedseer of Britannia, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
And then it's going to cut to where I gotta read again. A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of the conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral. A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say. I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such a counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more about the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations of Ilsebard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech some 50 years past helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsebard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much of the consumerate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zolskalvis, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Belsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaks such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds. Never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garlands is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembered service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. God, I can't read. The Flame General was wise to make its proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gardania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Schwampa. You may now use the airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in Gil. I pray your meeting with the other seats here went well, my Lord Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merler Blowfishwin in Limsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I am told that he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray speak with Baderon at his establishment. The Drowning Wench in Limsa Luminsa. Limsa Luminsa is always busy, and the reason why is because the market boards are right there. So it makes it really easy for people just to come over here and be like, market board. So they all kind of chill out over here. Ooh, I like that top though. Arachne Bolero. Item level 110, huh? I love that top. How does it look on me? It doesn't even look that bad on me, bruh. What is it called? Arachne Bolero. On again. So he is glammed to have the martial artist sleeveless vest. Try that on. Ooh, I love that on me. I love that. Look at that. Can't wait to get that. To the F Castle. Ah, the new cyberpunk stuff. Can only get this stuff via PvP. But doesn't look bad nonetheless. I'm actually working on that with my main character. All the PvP stuff. I've gotten the top and the gloves, I think. I still need pants and boots. There's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 different sets that you can get. Every set of 2 looks the same with different coloration, but you can dye them, so I don't know what the point is of the different coloration. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit where you like, mate, and I'll be with you in a... Hey, I'm Burden. Alright, who's asking? I heard as I've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though. This ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to go downright bleeding awry. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Alright guys, well, I think that'll do it for this particular video on this particular set, especially since it just ended the thing that I was doing. So, yeah, and unseen future, huh? So that actually ended part 1 of A Realm Reborn, everybody, for New Game Plus. It actually kicked me out of New Game Plus for that, which is how we were doing this. So if you come into Duty, scroll down to New Game Plus, it opens this up. So we just completed part 1 of A Realm Reborn. We still have 5 more parts to go. Wow, I can't count either. 5 more parts to go. When we do Heavensward, we are going to stop at a specific spot because the mission was called, now I can't remember, Journal, Completed Ones, 7th Umbral, Heavensward. We are going to stop at Disclosure, because Disclosure is where we started, to be exact. So we're gonna go all the way up to Disclosure, and that is it. As far as these New Game Plus ones go, the reason being, so as an example, we just did all of this, all the way down to, I don't remember which one. I think we did Call of the Sea just now. So we're about to start with It's Probably Pirates, and then work our way down until whenever they consider part 2 to be over. But yeah. And we have all the 7th Astral Area main scenario quests, which there is a lot of, all the way down to Before the Dawn, and that leads into Heavensward. So that's what we're doing with this right now. It's New Game Plus for this, getting all this kind of done and gone through, so that we can catch up with the VODs, because unfortunately I lost all the VODs of 2.0 content. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, obviously, be sure to share it, like it, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next video. See you later.